Hello everyone, I am Vinay P, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Vivekananda College of Engineering and Technology, Puttur. Today we will discuss about the op-amp as an integrated circuit. And we know that the op-amp is used in many of the applications like summing amplifiers, then instrumentation amplifier, integrator and differentiator circuits and so on. And we will discuss about the integrator circuit today. As the name itself indicates that the integrator means the output voltage will be the integration of the input voltage, and you can observe the output voltage will be right in terms of the integration of input voltage. For example, if I will consider input as a square wave, I will get output as a triangular wave, because the integration of a step signal or a step function will get a triangular function, or it is also a ramp signal. Similarly, if I will give input as a sine wave, the output will be a cosine wave. So now we will discuss about the working of the integrator circuit. And here the figure shows the op amp as an integrator. And first we will discuss about the component used in circuit diagram. So here I used one resistance as Rin, that is equal to 1 kilo ohm, and I used one capacitance 0.1 microfarad, and this resistance is connected to the inverting terminal of an op amp. So this is an op amp, its number is μS741, it is having 2 input and 1 output, and it requires a dual supply. So here pin number 2 is acting like an inverting terminal and pin number 3 is acting like a non-inverting terminal, and for pin number 7 we will connect plus VCC, that is plus 12 volt, and pin number 4 will get minus VCC, that is minus 12 volt. And pin number 6 is acting like as an output signal. And here I used one resistance which is connected to the inverting terminal, and the other end of resistance I given the input voltage. And I used one capacitance which is connected as a feedback element, which is connected from inverting terminal to the output. So current which is flowing through this capacitance I let it as I, and the current which is flowing through this resistance I let it as I. Now because of virtual ground concept, the voltage at the inverting terminal and non-inverting terminals are same, and here non-inverting terminal is connected to ground, therefore the voltage at the non-inverting terminal will be 0, that is V2 is equal to 0. Therefore the voltage at the inverting terminal is also 0, so I can consider V1 is also equal to 0. Now we will obtain the current through this resistance Rn, that is given by Vin minus V1 divided by Rn. So since Vn is equal to 0, I will get I is equal to Vin by Rn. Similarly, the current through this capacitance will be given by I is equal to C into d by dt of V1 minus V0. Since V1 is equal to 0, I will get I is equal to C into d by dt minus V0. So this will be equation will be minus C into d by dt V0. The current which is entering into the op amp is 0 because of large input impedance. Therefore the current which is flowing through this resistance will flow through this capacitance also. Therefore the current will be equal. So if I will equate that, I will get the output is equal to output V0 is equal to minus 1 by Rn into C integration over 0 to t Vin into dt. So you can observe here the output voltage V0 is the integration of the input voltage. Therefore this circuit is called as an integrator circuit. Now we will consider the different type of input voltage here. Initially I consider the square wave as an input voltage. The square wave input voltage is having plus, this is positive voltage and this is negative, and this is applied to the circuit diagram. So we will get a triangular pulse, or you will get this is because output is negative, so you will get a negative ramp. Again this will be going from this is negative voltage, so you will get a positive ramp, negative ramp. Since the amplitude is negative, so I will mention like this. So this is for a square wave input. Similarly I can consider sine wave input also. I will apply a sine wave input. This is a sine wave input. and you know that the integration of the sine will get as cos wave, and output will be negative, so you will get the waveform like this. So this is for a input voltage square and sine wave. So now I'll explain explain how the circuit is connected here, how the components are connected, and I use the tag board here. This is op amp, and op amp that is number is MUS741. It is having 8 pin, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 8, 7, 6, 5. And here the pin number 2, I connected one resistance, that is Rn, with a value 1 kilo. That is connected to the pin number 2. And other end of this resistance I given the input voltage. And pin number 6 I connected one capacitance, and other end is connected to the pin number 2. So its value is 0.1 microfarad. At the pin number 7 and pin number 4 I connected the dual supply. The pin number 7 is connected to the plus 12 volt, pin number 4 is connected to the minus 12 volt, and the other terminal is connected to ground. Now input voltage is provided through using a signal generator, and here I will apply different type of waveform, sine wave, square wave, triangle wave, different type of waveform I will give. That is connected. So this is a signal generator, this is given to the other end of resistance, and the output I have connected a CR. The output is connected to the CR. Now I will set the voltage here. Initially I given the sine wave as an input. With the frequency you keep it around less than 1 kilohertz, 500 hertz, so 200, 250 to 300 hertz, you know. You can keep less than 1 kilohertz, and the amplitude you can keep it around 1 volt. So here you can observe, and the output, this is the input voltage I given here, input voltage, which is a sine wave, and this is the output voltage, because channel 1 is, you can observe, this is channel 1 is input and the channel 2 is output, and the channel 1 I given the amplitude as 1 volt, 2 into 0.5 it is 1 volt, and this I channel 2, the channel 2 voltage. So I can observe this is input voltage, and output will be a delayed version of that. So there is a 90-degree phase between input and output. So this is for a sine wave input. If I change the input, instead of sine wave, if I give a square wave input, so you can observe the changes. This is my positive part, as a negative part, plus V, and this is minus V. You can consider like that. And for this we will get a signal like this, ramp signal is coming down, so negative ramp. And this one again will get a positive ramp. So you can observe this looks like a triangular waveform. As I mentioned, if I will give an input as a square wave, the output will be a triangular shape. So in both the cases you can observe the output is the integration of the input voltage. So we will call this as an integrated circuit. One important thing is the frequency you have to keep less than 1 kilohertz, and the amplitude also we keep it around 1 volt or 2 volt, so that you can observe the output correctly. So yeah, this is about the differentiator circuit. Thank you.